भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामयं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुः वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So welcome each one of you for today's session. I hope I am audible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
So today the topic is why Bhagavad Gita. Why studying Bhagavad Gita is important for us, especially for the sadhakas, for the Prabhupada followers. All of us, the follower of ISKCON, we are known as Rupanuga. Because once Prabhupada uh, speaks this word, that all of us, those who are in the Gaudiya Guru Shishya Parampara, we are all follower of Rupa Goswami because we are living according to the teachings of Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. So today we'll discuss why studying Bhagavad Gita is important for all of us, especially those all of you who are staying in base. It's our part of our training. So I remember the days when I was doing my training in Shri Sri Radha Gopinath Mandir. So once Gaurang Guru was giving class and he was quoting many verses, and that time he was telling that every follower of ISKCON should know the Bhagavad Gita as if walnut in your hand. Walnut means akrod. So this example comes in Srimad Bhagavatam also. When Narad Muni was inquiring to Brahmaji, his own father, Ki, my dear father, I am seeing this creation and I am seeing what all you are doing for this. And it is my conclusion that you are the supreme because you know each and everything about this creation, just like a walnut in the hand. Just example is given. If a akrod is kept in my palm, so basically I know everything about this akrod, walnut, his length, his width, everything. So similarly, Gauram Kuru was telling that day कि every devotee should know Bhagavad Gita as if walnut in your hand. That means all of us should know Bhagavad Gita thoroughly. So therefore today we'll discuss why it is important for all of us to study Bhagavad Gita. So all of us we are called sadhakas. आपने सुना है ये शब्द कभी साधका? तो all of us we are called sadhaka. साधना एंड साधका. तो साधक कौन होता है? जो एक साधना करता है. तो इन आवर लाइफ ऑल्सो, इन एवरीबडीज लाइफ बेसिकली, इन एवरी प्रोफेशन, everybody is doing some kind of sadhana. Let me ask you a question. What is the sadhana for an army man? Can somebody tell me what is the sadhana for an army person, a soldier?
To protect the country.
Yes, that is his goal. But for that, what he has to do on daily basis?
Daily practice and means he has to uh, make his muscle and his mind should be prepared for daily.
Yeah, you're right. But for that, what he is doing on daily basis, in daily routine, in his daily routine, what all things he do.
Exercise, going to gym, wake up early in the morning,
Yes,
doing some
yes,
body
yes.
activity.
Yes. A soldier can't say, Arey, today there is no war. Then why should I get up? When war will come, that time I will do everything. But it's not like that. Every day he has to get up at certain time and he has to go onto the ground and he has to practice his whatever that is until his whole schedule is there. Running and exercise. A soldier can't say, Arey, today there is a lot of cold outside, so I will not go. That is not happen. So this is a sadhana for a army person. Whether there is a cold outside, or there is a summer, or there is a winter, or rainy season, whatever the situation may be, he has to do what he has to do, isn't it? Similarly, what is the sadhana for a farmer? Yes, Shivam Prabhu, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, you can also speak. What is the sadhana for a farmer?
Working hard in the farm. Also, working hard for in the farm.
Yes, working hard means what? What he exactly do?
Farming.
Tell some activities of a farmer. What a farmer has to do every day in his farm. What all the activities he has to do.
Providing minerals to crops and water supply.
Yes, yes, yes. Basically, he has to till the land before the rainy season comes. A farmer has to prepare the whole land. Even after, when rain is not there, he has to keep on tilling the land. Once it so happened, there was a group of farmer, a small village, and somehow there was a prophecy made that 12 year there will be no rains. So all the farmers they became very curious. "Arey, what will happen? We are all dependent on farming, and without rain, there is no question of farming. Then what we should be doing?" So all of they went to uh, Lord Shiva. First of all, they requested Indra, but Indra somehow he was disturbed, and he said, "No, there will not be rain for 12 years." So what is the solution? Indra says, "If Lord Shiva tells me, then I will fulfill your desire." So all the farmers they went to Lord Shiva because Lord Shiva is known as Ashutosh, one who is very easily pleased. So all the farmers they perform tapasya and Lord Shiva become pleased and he comes in front of them and all the farmers are asking, "My dear Lord Shiva, please grant our request. We are farmers and we need rains." And before this is happening, Indra has already told Lord Shiva, "My dear Lord, this will happen and this farmer will come to you, so you should not grant their request." Basically, it is called match fixing. Before and only Indra has told, requested Lord Shiva that these things will happen, this farmer will come to you, but don't grant their request. So what to do now? So all the farmers they came back, and now each farmer is thinking, "Arey kya hoga, kya hoga?" But there was one farmer who started tilling his land, all the necessary things. So all the remaining farmers they are saying, "Arey, what kind of person you are? There will be no rain for 12 years. Then what is the use of preparing the land?" So that time this farmer give very nice answer. He says, "When there will be time, when there will be raining, for that moment I should be prepared. And during this 12 years, if I am not practicing my daily activities of farming, What if I may forget them? And when the actual time Kalan railing will happen, that time, what will I do if I don't remember my all the necessary activity? Because 12 years is very big gap. So all the farmers understood, yes, he's right, he's saying the right thing, because we have to keep on practicing. So the point is sadhana. For farmer, sadhana is whatever the situation may be, he has to go out in the farm. He can't say there is cold outside, I can't go. There is summer, too much heat, I will not go. But no, it's not happening. He will go because he knows unless I go in the field, the result which I am hoping that will not come. So this is sadhana for a farmer. Similarly, what is the sadhana for a mother? Can somebody tell me? What is the sadhana for a mother?
बच्चे का केयर करना, उसकी देखभाल करना, घर को सही रखना.
Yes, this is they're supposed to be doing that. Whatever the situation may be, in the middle of the night, in the afternoon, or in the evening, whenever child needed, a mother is always there, isn't it? Mother never says, "Oh, my dear child, this is 12 o'clock in the night. This is sleeping time. I will not get up." But in spite of the situation, mother gets up without any expectations. She takes care of her child. So this is called sadhana, my dear friends. So here there is no question of emotions. Many times people think, "Arey, I am not feeling like doing that. That's why I am not chanting today. I am not feeling like going out, so I am not doing that activity today." So this is not a sadhana. Sadhana means it has to be regulated. Every day in, day out, you have to do that. No gap in between. So Srila Prabhupada in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada has given us a sadhana. And what is our sadhana? Can somebody tell me what is the sadhana for a devotee of ISKCON, a spiritualist, a person who is trying to cross this ocean of birth and death? Yes, Mayank Prabhu.
इस्कॉन वालों को रोज 16 माला का जाप करना, भागवतम सुनना, श्रवण करना, और ये सब उसके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है. मेन
मंगल आरती.
मंगल आरती अगर मंदिर में है तो श्रवणम, चैंटिंग, तो मेन तो यही है.
Yes, but one more basic things you are forgetting.
Consistency. Consistency in daily
Yes, yes.
activities.
What Chaitanya Prabhu is saying?
Consistency in daily activities. Uh, मंगल आरती.
No, 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 no. Very basic things you are missing out.
4 नियम फॉलो करना.
Yes. Who says that? Sagar Prabhu. So basic principle, four regulatory principles. This is a sadhana for a devotee. Whatever is it is right only, but these four things are all the more important. Following the four regulative principle. And what they are? Yes, Pranav Prabhu. Four principle, four regulative principle.
No eating of garlic and onion. No meat eating. Yeah, intoxication and yeah, illicit sex. No gambling.
No
Gambling.
So don't forget to add no in front of
No.
everything. No gambling, no intoxication, no meditating, and no illicit sex. These are four regulative principles of spiritual life, which Srila Prabhupada has given us. So this is sadhana for all of us. And in this, once Prabhupada, when there was a December month and devotees were distributing Srila Prabhupada books, all of you also distributed almost 300 books in last December month. Thank you for that. So Prabhupada says, all of you are distributing my books, but not only distribution, along with the distribution, you need to read my book. In fact, Prabhupada says, you need to study my book scrutinizingly. बहुत अच्छे से हमें श्रील प्रभुपाद की पुस्तकों का अध्ययन करना आवश्यक है. So once, sure, our Radha Gopinath Prabhuji, one of our senior brahmachari, he was taking our class, and that time he was telling, that time we were in our BT training. So he was saying, at least first 5 years after coming to the temple, you should only study Srila Prabhupada books, Srila Prabhupada purports. Why not something else? In our mind also, question may come, there are so many books, so many authors in within ISKCON also. So why not read their book? Why not read Mahabharata? Why not read Ramayana? We are not against it. Please don't get me wrong. We are not against it. But that time Prabhuji was telling us, reading Srila Prabhupada books, studying Srila Prabhupada books, it's like a child is taking a milk from a mother. We are talking about the sadhaka, and we are all nava sadhaka. Recently, we have started practicing bhakti. So Prabhuji was giving very nice example. A small child, a newly born child. What is the food for a newly born child?
Mother.
Khichdi.
Bhagavad.
Milk.
What is the food for newly born child?
Take milk from
I didn't
mother.
hear. Please.
Milk from mother.
Yes.
Milk.
For newly born child, there is only one food, and that is milk of a mother. And it is said, those who drinks milk from their mother, they have opportunity to drink milk from their mother. In future, their health is very nice. Their overall health is very nice. Bodily strength, mental strength, physical strength, everything is depends on the milk mothers. The initial phase of life, if somebody is getting chance of drinking a milk from a mother, in future, the overall health depends on that. So similarly, my dear friends, our situation is like that, that newly born child. We are all of us, we are quite new in spiritual life. And for us, what is the food? What is the milk? The Prabhupada purport. What Prabhupada has given in his Bhagavad Gita, in Srimad Bhagavatam, that is like a milk, a mother's milk for all of us. Therefore, it's all the more important for us to study Prabhupada's words. How many of you feel, अरे थोड़ा जल्दी अगर हम इस दुनिया में आते तो शायद प्रभुपाद जी को हम अपनी आंखों से देखते थे. आपके मन में कभी ये विचार आया है प्रभुपाद जी के वीडियो देखने के बाद, प्रभुपाद जी किस तरह से नाचते हैं, प्रभुपाद जी किस तरह से रथ यात्रा कर रहे हैं?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Guru.
Yes.
Yes.
Once I was just entered the room, and Nandulal Prabhuji was hearing one class, Prabhupada's class. And Prabhupada just instantly Prabhuji uttered the word, "Arey, miss kar diya." So I didn't understand what Prabhuji was trying to tell me. He was in fact not talking to me. He just spontaneously uttered this word, "Arey, miss kar diya," and he just went out. But after going out, then the thought came in my mind. Prabhuji was referring to Srila Prabhupada. Because he was hearing something, and something so wonderful in that class, and he saying to himself, "Arey, I missed the chance to saw Prabhupada. I missed that chance to have darshan of Srila Prabhupada with my own eyes. Today we only have those videos, and Prabhupada is dancing, and Prabhupada is chanting, and Prabhupada is handling, guiding a worldwide movement at the age of 70 years. This is no less than a miracle, my dear friend. And therefore, Prabhuji was telling to himself, "Arey yaar, miss kar diya." So, By seeing those videos and what Prabhupada had done, we also have this thought, अरे हम भी शिल प्रभुपाद को अगर हमारे आंखों से देख तो कितना अच्छा होता. But we are not less fortunate than those who saw Prabhupada with their own eyes. Why? Because still we have Prabhupada's purport. We still have Prabhupada's Vani with us. And when you are reading the Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita, you are directly talking to Srila Prabhupada, my dear friend. So when you are reading Bhagavad Gita, it is just like you are talking to Srila Prabhupada. So although we may not have the fortune to see Prabhupada with our own eyes, but still today also we can talk to Prabhupada through his purport. So Bhaktivedanta purport is one of the most important contribution of Srila Prabhupada. And because of Prabhupada's purport, today all over the world, all over our devotees, they are having connection to Srila Prabhupada. There was one sannyasi, Prabhupada disciple, and somebody asked him, uh, Swamiji, Guru Maharaj, how many times you have contact Srila Prabhupada? How many times in your life? How many times you saw Prabhupada face to face? And this sannyasi, today he is a big leader, and everybody was expecting that he will say at least 10 times, 5 times, I have seen Srila Prabhupada face to face. But to shock to everybody, he says, not even a single time I had the opportunity to see Prabhupada face to face. So there were many in those era, those who saw Srila Prabhupada face to face, those who hear Prabhupada, but today they are not in the moment. But there are devotees like this sannyasi, his name is His Holiness Niranjan Swami Maharaj. Today he is a big leader, a big sannyasi, and he is saying, not even a single time I saw Srila Prabhupada in my life. Because that time Prabhupada was keep on traveling. He was not stationed at one place. Being a sannyasi, his job is to travel all over the world to inspire all the devotees. And these devotees, they were busy in serving in one of the corner of the world in their center. But still, just by on the basis of Prabhupada's teachings, what Prabhupada has given in his books, these devotees are today big leader in ISKCON. So therefore it is said, as compared to Vapu and Vani, there are two things. Vapu means physical association of a guru, and the Vani means the words of spiritual master. So which is more important? Which is more powerful? Both are important. But still, if you compare the Vani of a Guru, Vani of Srila Prabhupada is more important, more potent than his physical association. Isn't it, my dear friend? Therefore, we need to study Srila Prabhupada books. So for us, studying Srila Prabhupada books is like having a mother milk, because all of us are quite new in spiritual life. And if we, so Radha Gopinath Prbhuji was telling us, at least first 5 years, you should read only Prabhupada books. It's like eating, if you are invited to somebody else's house and in front of you there is a plate. So in that plate, there are different items. There is a rice, there is chapati, sabji, there is achar, there is a curry, dal, like that. So now please tell me, what is the main menu? If you imagine there is a plate in front of you and there are these different items: chapati, sabji, dal, rice, and achar. So please tell me what is the main substance of this plate. By eating that, your belly will be full and you will feel satisfied. Yes, who can tell me? Yes, Prabhu, I didn't hear you.
Which is the main substance in that plate. Will the belly will satisfied with that substance?
Did you understand the question?
Yes.
Please.
Chapati. Chapati, Prbhuji.
Yeah.
Like that, papad is there. So please tell me what is the main substance of this menu. By eating that, you will feel nourished and you will feel satisfied and you will feel energized.
Dal
Yes,
rice.
Harshal Prabhu.
Yeah. Dal rice, dal rice.
No chapati.
Chapati, dal rice we eat it the last.
Basically, chapati, sabji, dal, rice. This is the substance. This is the main thing. Other things are there. Papad is there. Achar is there. But that is just supplementary. If somebody
Yes.
says, अरे प्रभु जी अचार बहुत अच्छा लगता है, आप ऐसा करो सब्जी की जगह पे मेरे को ना 2 चम्मच अचार दे दो, तो क्या होगा? वो खा भी लेंगे आप, लेकिन उसको डाइजेस्ट कर पाएंगे क्या? उसके बाद क्या होगा? हालत हो जाएगी. Isn't it? Somebody might say, अरे प्रभु जी पापड़ अच्छा लगता है, आप ऐसा करो मुझे कुछ मत दो, केवल पापड़ दे दो, आप खा भी लेंगे, लेकिन उससे आपके शरीर को पूरी तरह से पोषण नहीं मिलेगा, केवल पापड़ खाने से. Isn't it? लेकिन अगर किसी को अपने शरीर को सही तरह से पोषण देना है, तो चपाती, सब्जी, दाल, राइस, दिस इज द मेन सब्सटेंस. वो खाना आवश्यक है. और अचार कितना खाते हैं हम? 1 चम्मच. Isn't it? मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि अचार जरूरी नहीं है, बट कितना? एक आधा चम्मच. नींबू कितना? छोटा सा नींबू. So, my dear friends, in our life, in our spiritual life, reading Srila Prabhupada's book is like a चपाती, सब्जी, दाल, राइस. और बाकी जो पुस्तकें हैं वो क्या है? अचार जैसी, नींबू जैसी. उनकी भी आवश्यकता है हमारे जीवन में, लेकिन कितनी? वो नींबू की जितनी आवश्यकता है उतनी, अचार की जितनी आवश्यकता है उतनी. So therefore, we should always be focusing on Srila Prabhupada books. क्योंकि अगर हम श्रील प्रभुपाद की बुक्स पढ़ेंगे तो हम आध्यात्मिक रूप से बहुत ही सक्षम बनेंगे. अभी कोई पूछेगा व्हाट विल आई गेट बेनिफिट? दिस इज द वन बेनिफिट, बट व्हाट एल्स? व्हाट आर अदर थिंग्स? तो फर्स्ट मेन थिंग वी गेट, our faith get strengthened. All of us have little shraddha of faith, and because of that faith, today we are here. Today you are staying in base. Because of that faith, you are getting up early in the morning. Because of that faith, you are leading a pious lifestyle. You are following 4 regulative principles. So everything is based upon our faith. So there are 2 kind of faith. One is called Komala Shraddha. So all of us, we came in contact with Krishna, ISKCON. So our faith is like a Komala Shraddha. But over a period of time, we need to transform this Komal Shraddha into a Dhruvida Shraddha, a strong faith. So Dhruva Maharaj has a strong faith. The very name Dhruva means determined. एक बार जो ठान लिया वो करके रहेंगे. But today our situation is like Komala Shraddha. We have faith, It's not that we don't have faith, but it is the Komala Shraddha. Just like a small creeper. When you planted a creeper, a small creeper comes out and it need a support. Therefore, that creeper is holding to a tree or some wood because on his own, a creeper can't stand because it is very komala. Or for that example, we can say a small tree. But as the time is passing, and if you are watering that tree, so watering means hearing and chanting. These two things are said to be watering. तो हमें प्रभुपाद की कृपा से जो भक्ति लता बीज मिला है ना, अभी वो उस कोमल लता के समान है. लेकिन अगर हम रेगुलरली on daily basis, on regular basis, we are reading Bhagavad Gita, we are hearing, that is like a watering that creeper or watering that small tree. But if we are continuing like that, what will happen? Over a period of time, that small creeper will transform into a big creeper or a big giant tree. And once a tree is grown up fully, it does not have to depend on outside or somebody come and some will give me water. No. Now he is self-sufficient. He can manage on his own. So similarly, my dear friend, in our spiritual life, our situation today is like that a creeper. A creeper is very fragile. Initially, a farmer has to protect. Similarly, our Bhakti Lata Bij, it is komal, very fragile. So we need to protect. And therefore, we need to study Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So this is the benefit number one. Our fragile, komal Shraddha will get transformed into a strong, a drid Shraddha. So when the time passes, tomorrow you will not feel that अरे जप करने की इच्छा नहीं हो रही है, साधु संग करने की इच्छा नहीं हो रही है, मंदिर जाने की इच्छा नहीं हो रही है. Why all these things happens? Because somewhere we are not reading Srila Prabhupada books. Somewhere we are not hearing Srila Prabhupada. Therefore, the Japamala, how much the weight of Japamala? Few grams. We can say 100 gram or 150 grams, isn't it? But if you are not chanting, if you are not hearing and reading Srila Prabhupada books, that 150 grams of Japamala will appear like 150 kg. You will not have the power to lift that Japamala. लगता है ना कभी कभी, अरे प्रभु जी सब बताओ प्रभु जी, लेकिन ये जपा करने को मत बताओ. सब करने को तैयार है, सेवा करूंगा, कुकिंग भी करूंगा, मंदिर भी जाऊंगा, डांसिंग भी करूंगा, प्रसाद भी लूंगा, लेकिन एक चीज ऐसी है जिसे करने में कोई एक्सपर्ट नहीं बन सकता. तो जपा करने के लिए, जपा माला उठाने के लिए जो शक्ति आती है वो कहाँ से आती है? जब हम श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के बुक्स पढ़ते हैं, जब हम श्रील प्रभुपाद जी से सुनते हैं, then that japamala of 150 gram will not appear as a 150 kg. So there is a first benefit of reading Prabhupada books. And what is that? Your faith will get strengthened. आपकी जो श्रद्धा है दृढ़ होती चली जाएगी. Benefit number second, clarity. When you read Bhagavad Gita, you will get immense clarity in your life. Before hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was saying, Karpanya dosho बहुत स्वभाव पृच्छामि त्वाम धर्म सम्मूढ़ चेता यस्त्रेषां निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते हम शाधिमं त्वं प्रपन्नम. Arjun was a warrior, and everybody knows what kind of warrior he was. Such a strong personality. The, in the Mahabharata battle, before Mahabharata battle, Arjun has won many, many battles. But when there was a Kurukshetra battle, before that, Arjuna became confused. There was no clarity in his mind. There was no lack of skills. There was no lack of strength. He was a powerful person. He was a powerful Kshatriya. But there was one thing lacking. Because of that, Arjuna was suffering. And he was literally crying for a Kshatriya, for such a person to cry. It is a very pathetic situation. But why? Because there was no clarity of purpose. Why I am doing this battle? What I am going to achieve after this battle? For whom I am doing this? And when there was no clarity of purpose, Sri Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. And after hearing that Bhagavad Gita, what is the situation of Arjuna now? The same Arjuna who was crying, who has left his Gandiva bow. Arjuna has taken a vow that I will never separate this Gandiva bow from me. But he has dropped that bow and he was sitting like a stressed person, depressed person. But after hearing the Bhagavad Gita, the same Arjuna is saying, Nashta moha smritirlabdhva tatprasadat mayachyuta sitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Completely 100-degree change. The same Arjuna is saying, Nashta moha. All the moha, the illusory things, now there are no more. All things are destroyed. All my doubts are clear. Smriti labdhva. I got my memory back. Why? Because of your words, because of your teachings, I got everything back. Nashtamoha smritir labdhva tvat prasadat mayachyuta. Krishna may not, now what will you do? What is the next step for you? So Arjuna is saying, Sitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Now I will follow whatever you tell me, I will follow that. Because by hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna got the clarity in his life. Similarly, in our life also, many times situations are like that. We don't know what should be done. Whether whatever I am doing, is it the right thing to do? It will benefit me or not? So that time, Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will help you. So therefore, all of us, we should be reading Bhagavad Gita. And one more benefit, the benefit number 3 you will get, you will have answer. When the people questions you, why you are doing this, why you are following these rules, why you are this, why you are going to the temple, why you are chanting Hare Krishna in the prime of your youth, why you are not going to the movies? Many people ask this question. When a person like you, all the youngsters, they have started going to the temple, people have question in their mind. If the person of your age are going to the movie theater, they don't have any question. But if you are going to the temple at this age, then they are ready to ask many questions to you. So, my dear friends, when you study Bhagavad Gita, you will have answer to those questions, and you will be able to answer them. Why you are doing, for what reason. And tomorrow, if somebody accuses you of doing something like that, then you will not be quiet because you have read Bhagavad Gita and you have answer to those questions. So you can answer them and keep them shut. So therefore, it's beneficial for us to study Bhagavad Gita, to read Bhagavad Gita. So today I am preparing because from next time onwards, we will going to study each verse of Bhagavad Gita, many important verses of Bhagavad Gita. So therefore, I am preparing today. Why? Because before doing something, we should know why we are doing this, isn't it? So today we discuss why Bhagavad Gita is important. What is the definition of sadhaka? We saw the example, army man, he has his own sadhana. A farmer has his own sadhana. A mother has his own sadhana. Similarly, a spiritualist, a person who is following the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, he also has a certain sadhana. And we saw we have four regulative principles: chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, reading, hearing, associating with the devotees. These are sadhana for us, and therefore we are called sadhaka. So whether we feel like doing it or we are not feeling like doing it, we have to do it, just like a farmer is doing, just like a mother is doing, just like a army man is doing his duty. Similarly, we need to follow these principles given by Srila Prabhupada, and that is called sadhana for us. And in that, reading Srila Prabhupada book is like talking to Srila Prabhupada. And then we saw how the analogy, reading Srila Prabhupada books is like a drinking a mother milk, because all of us, we are just like that newborn baby. And for us, there is only one food, and our overall health of spiritual life depends upon hearing Srila Prabhupada books. And then we saw there are three benefits of reading Srila Prabhupada purports. The first benefit we saw, strengthening the faith. हमारी जो श्रद्धा है, जो भी कोमल श्रद्धा है, उसको दृढ़ श्रद्धा में परिवर्तित करने के लिए. The second benefit we saw, the clarity of purpose. We saw the example of Arjuna. Arjuna was a skillful person, a strong person, but still he was lacking on the purpose. Similarly, in our life also, through Arjuna, Krishna is telling us what is the purpose of life. And therefore, the Bhagavad Gita is called a manual of life. And the third benefit we saw, you will have answers. When the people will ask you questions, why you are following these principles, then you will not be quiet because you have answers. When will this happen? When you read Srila Prabhupada books. Until it will not happen. Okay, so I will stop here. I once again thank each one of you for taking out your time. And believe me, take my words, my dear friends, even if you follow little amount of whatever we discuss, your life will not remain the same. You yourself can benefit, and you will feel how your Shraddha is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay, if anybody has any questions, they can ask. Otherwise, we can stop here.
कोई अपना स्कूल में से लेके तो गाय माता की ग्लोरीज के ऊपर कथा करता हो, किसी को अगर गौ सेवा के लिए इंप्रेस करना हो तो उसको बता सके कि हाँ ये है गौ माता की ग्लोरीज. स्कूल में कोई ऐसा कथा बोलता है जो गौ माता की ग्लोरीज के बारे में बताए? कभी कोई
Sorry, bro,
सुनाई नहीं
I'm
किसी
not
को गौ
able to
माता.
hear you clearly.
तो खास
Yes.
हरे कृष्णा.
Now able to hear, Prbhuji? Now audible? Okay.
प्रभुजी मैं पूछ रहा था कि कोई स्कूल में है ऐसा जो गौ माता की ग्लोरीज के ऊपर बोलता है, मदर काऊ के ऊपर, जिसको
Yeah,
सुन
there are
सके.
many speakers. There are many speakers who are expert in different topics. So you will find that there are many
स्पेसिफिक
videos
गौ
are
माता के
available.
लिए.
Yes, there are many speakers available. It's not there is no lack of speakers who can speak about the glories of mother cow. Hmm? You need to search that little bit.
Prbhuji, my question is that
Regarding today's
if we
class, I am
hear,
asking.
yes,
If
for
you have
today's class,
any question regarding
if
whatever we discussed today,
yes,
please ask
yes.
that.
I want to know that if we hear Prabhupada's Vani, and if we means not able to read books, so it is okay?
Yeah, at least something is better than nothing, I would say.
Okay.
But reading, it has its own benefits,
Okay.
and hearing also have benefits, but we can't replace one thing with other, because each thing has its own value. So at least little bit you should read. Hearing is also
Okay.
important, but little bit. I'm not saying ki, you finish all the books in 1 month or 1 year. No, at
Okay.
least one page a day.
Yes,
Therefore, we
yes.
had started that group, Prabhupada book reading, daily book reading.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay.
Yes, Sagar Prabhu has his own question.
Okay.
Prabhuji, while reading Gita, Bhagavad Gita, so should we start from first adhyay, or in the last program you have said the nectar of Gita is between adhyay 7 to adhyay 12. So can we start from 7 or should we start from first?
Yeah. So question is whether we should start reading Bhagavad Gita in the middle, because the middle 6 chapters are considered as the essence of Bhagavad Gita. So Prabhu is asking whether we should start from there or we should start from the beginning. Yes, it is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, the middle 6 chapter. But I will say कि it's better to go if you are very less time. So then it's justified to read that middle 6 chapter. But it's always go better to go step by step. First chapter, second chapter, third, fourth, like that. In our Bhakti Shastri also, the Bhakti Shastri course in which whole Bhagavad Gita is covered, they also take from verse first chapter, second chapter, third, like that. So always better to go in the progression, unless you have some uh, different purpose or lack of time.
Yes, we-
Okay, anybody else? Okay, thank you so much, Prabhu. So like this only, every Tuesday morning we'll have class. Okay,
Okay.
and thank you, Mayank
Okay.
Prabhu, for arranging the sound
Thank you,
system and
Prabhuji.
laptop and all the necessary things. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada
Hare
ki
Krishna.
jai.
Jai.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Jai.